Sounds crazy, but we're in Morehead City looking at a boat. Don't tell Windover. Anyway, she's a Valiant 40. And here's the issue. Anyway, we've looked at this Valiant behind us, and although it is a beautiful hull, the guy's taken everything off of it, so, and it needs a lot of work. I think it's too much for us.
Yeah, well, maybe 10 years ago.
Maybe 10 years ago. Okay.
A sailboat in the moonlight and June. Wouldn't that be heaven? Oh, heaven just for two. A soft breeze on a June night and June. What a perfect setting for letting dreams come true.
We really have to apologize. We haven't really kept up with the video taking of late because it's basically the same old, same old. As you go along the ICW below Beaufort, let's say, Morehead City, that area, it's essentially a straight line. And on one side you've got the Barrier Islands or the Atlantic, and on the other side you've got either wilderness or fairly modern houses. And that's been what we've seen now for the last 3 days. We're just about in Wrightsville Beach. It's nice being in warm water. It's nice seeing the dolphins, and it's nice seeing how other people live, but it's pretty desolate along this coast. So off we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Living in government housing.
I'll bet that hurt.
Government housing.
Oh my goodness.
Government housing for me. Everybody's looking down on me. Don't give me your pity, because what you don't see is I'm living there for free. Oh, living in government housing. Living in government housing. Government housing for me.
It is 4:14 a.m. on the 13th of November, and we're in Swansboro, which is in North Carolina, and storming all night. We're at a dock, fortunately. We
To the dock last night, which was unusual. We decided not to anchor and come in, and anyway.
So anyway, I'm checking it because I couldn't sleep. I checked my cell phone, and all of a sudden there's a tornado warning that's beeping on my phone, and the weather we're looking at right now is like that. You can see all the red. So,
anyway, so we say, what do? We don't really want to go into town.
Yeah.
Like, we really have nowhere to go. So here we are sitting on our sailboat, waiting out these very strong winds.
Yeah.
We're so happy we're on a dock.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least I think we are.
I'm going to open the door here and just show you what it's like outside.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah. There's a great big boat beside us that is kind of blocking the wind a little bit, but it's a huge big power boat. So my advice, dear, let's go back to bed because we can't do anything.
Yeah, I guess not.
Or we'll watch a movie.
Yeah, let's watch a show or something.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to read.
Yeah, I'm going to read too. Okay. Good night, all. Look at us driving in the lap of luxury. I just wanted to say a little thing about how nice people are when we're traveling. This morning I was chatting with a fellow at the yacht club where we've got a dock here in Wrightsville Beach, and Phil Jarrett, what was his name?
Phil Jarrell.
Phil Jarrell said, "Oh, here's my truck. Go ahead and you can go do your shopping and what have you." And then we went to the optometry shop to get these glasses repaired, and the woman at the shop there, and her name was
Christine Smith with
Christine
a K.
Smith, from a place called My Eye Doctor here in Wrightsville Beach. They did that for free as well. So we got all our shopping done, and now we just got to head to the post office and do a few more errands, and we're going to be back on the water.
People are kind.
People are kind, yeah, that's right.
Adios. Left Wrightsville Beach, and we're in the ICW, and we just wanted to say just how nice we think everyone is in this area. We were in Oriental a few days back, and we're seeing a lot of the devastation here from Hurricane Michael, and yet everyone here is still kind, has time to speak to you. There's sailboats on the shore, power boats on the shores, docks decimated, houses with roof shingles missing, boarded up. It really hit them hard, and anyway, we wish them well as they reconstruct.
Southport, North Carolina is a staging place for people who are trying to avoid Cape Fear and would like to go south down to, say, Charleston or Florida. You can jump off from this point, and there's a beautiful fish market here, some nice areas to anchor. We're anchored in the little bay out behind us here, and it's a lovely village. There's no sidewalks, but the town is starting to look almost tropical with beautiful old homes and lots of interesting places to walk. And mark my words, the first person to throw up in this video series will be me. You know, we've been sailing through harbors from the top end of the eastern seaboard down now to Georgetown. We're going to be in Charleston pretty soon. And one consistent thing we found is that in all of these harbors there seems to be a lot of sailboats that sit neglected. Some sailboats that are up on the shore, so they've been washed ashore through the hurricanes. I would suggest that there might be an opportunity for a young person, somebody with a bit of energy, not a lot of cash, but willing to put in some elbow grease, to have a real adventure here. I mean, some of these boats are very, very capable, and if you do a bit of study, maybe go to a local yacht club and learn how to sail a keelboat, get a bit of experience just by volunteering, you could very quickly, I mean within a season or two, learn enough that you could take on one of these little projects. And maybe you won't go to the Bahamas, but you certainly could do the ICW, and you could certainly do Florida, and there's plenty of sailing in between for very, very little money. And if I was 20 years younger, I think I'd be all over this. It's a great, great opportunity. We saw some boats that were over 30 feet long sitting up in the marshes, and they're available for salvage. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I'm pretty sure you can clean those boats up and take them out again. And even if you were to buy a boat, I mean, there are lots of boats in Georgetown Harbor here where we are today that obviously they have owners because they're sitting on moorings, but also obviously they've not sailed for years and years and years. And the one behind me here is, case in point, a great little boat, and kind of a go-anywhere little boat, you know, within reason, coastal cruiser. But with a sleeping bag and a bit of elbow grease, you could really make something out of this. So for all you wannabes out there, I think there's no excuse. If you want to go, go.